Alright, back here doing some MTG Arena. Eldraine has been out for quite a while. The standard meta has settled. And there's one deck that is everywhere. At least in the lower levels, I have been playing tons of this awful mono red deck. So I'm going to show you what it is here. They play a bunch of one-drop creatures. Some of them have haste, like these. The ones that don't have a different ability, so Scorch Spitter deals 1 damage regardless, 1 extra damage when it attacks, regardless of whether it's blocked. Grim Initiate, when it dies, it amasses 1 token. Getting an extra token matters a lot because we've got 4 Cavalcade of Calamity, and that's the real showstopper here. Basically, you get a bunch of dudes down, start swinging in, and each time you swing, you get 1 extra damage because of this Cavalcade. So then, once you've got the Cavalcade, there's a couple other cards that'll boost your win rate up. We've got Chandra. She creates elemental tokens. We got this elemental. It creates elemental tokens. And those just create more bodies to attack with the Cavalcade. The other thing we've got is Chandra Spitfire. When an opponent takes damage, non-combat damage, it gets +3/+0. So this combines with the Cavalcade to swing for a ton of damage. One time I swung with like a 37-3 Chandra Spitfire. So this thing can get big in a hurry. Even with the Cavalcade, it'll swing as a 4-3 every turn, which is pretty decent for 3 mana. And then to round things out, we've got Shock to deal with early threats and to deal damage to the face. And then we've got Light Up the Stage, which is basically like card draw for our deck. And then Spewer, which deals 1 damage to each player each turn. That helps the Spitfire. And then for lands, just mountains, and we've got Dwarven Mine. I don't know why our deck is running 63. 2 Dwarven Mine. I could run 1 or 0 Dwarven Mine, but yeah, so this is the red menace that I have been playing against for a couple weeks, and I've decided to become what I hate. Sometimes you either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. And I'm becoming what I hate today. I'm going to be the mono red player and see what it's like. The reason why I did this is I haven't figured out what deck I want to use my wild cards on, and I had pretty much almost all the I had all the rares and mythics in this deck because it's mostly commons and uncommons. And I had most of the cards, so I was like, well, it's going to take like 6 common wild cards and 3 uncommon wild cards. I might as well just build this. Try it out. Become what I hate. Yeah, so I'm going to try it out. Maybe we're playing against the same deck. Could be. We're going to Spew. Almost assuredly. Because the Spewer will turn our stages on. Which will let us draw into a Cavalcade or maybe more hasty creatures. They shock our guy. That's okay. They're thinking. Teferi. Ooh, they're red-blue. So this could be there's like a deck where you have an enchantment that gives you a fairy every time you draw 2 cards. Ooh. A flash flying creature. I think I actually will probably kill this because I don't want the Spitfire to be blocked by something that big. See, that's the card I was talking about. They'll be able to create 1/1 fairies. Excellent. We will get the Spitfire going. Cross our fingers and hope they don't have a way to deal with this, because we'll be very sad. Alright, Opt is going to create them a fairy because they drew once for their turn, and then use Opt to draw the next one. We really would like to have this go through so we can light up the stage for cheaper. If they do block, it puts them... That's probably a good move for them. See, they should have let damage resolve and then done this, because now I get to save it. They kind of screwed up on that one. And then I might as well light up the stage. Ooh, Cavalcade and Spear Spewer. Awesome. Alright, let's hope they don't have an answer. They have a Fairy Vandal and Radical Ideas. Okay, so that'll become a... I guess they get to double block if they wish. Interesting, they did not trade. Cool. Alright, we will light up the stage. And we'll play double Spear Spewer, I guess. I'll try to eke him out of the game with the Spew. Yep, they're going to create a fairy. I mean, that's the rough part with this, is that the Spitfire is just never going to get through. But we can build up a big enough board or get double Calamity. And... ooh, yes, swing. Swing, Vandal, swing. Yes. Excellent. We are going to do that. Light up the stage. We would like to find a way to get Chandra's Spitfire through this turn. So if we could get a shock, that would be nice. We did not. But we can play Cavalcade. And we'll play the Torch Carrier. Yeah, see how we're chipping away at their health? It's looking pretty good for us. Light up the stage. What a great card. In this particular... I should have played Mountain and then Grim Initiate. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll tell you, I just wasn't thinking. I was just so happy we had double Cavalcade out. Well, that somehow worked well that I didn't play those. I think it'd be funny if I knew and was somehow next leveling them, but I had no idea. Ooh, they really didn't read this ability. They should not have. They know not what they do. They have sealed their fate. So I will give the Spitfire haste. Spitfire to 4. Spitfire to 7. Spitfire to 10, baby. And we swing. Boink. And that is pretty much the power of the deck. That was kind of a slow start, but you see how that Phoenix can really get in for a lot of damage. Hopefully in our next game you'll see how you can build up a bunch of creatures and then win without the Phoenix even. Control decks look to answer early threats and survive until the late game, when they take over with powerful spells and card advantage. What a helpful tip. Babine de Fou. Babine de Fou. Cool name. Yeah, this hand looks great. Double Cavalcade, Light Up the Stage, Scampering Scorcher. I love it. We will play the Dwarven Mine. I know it's like a bummer. I'm going to draw Mountain, so it wouldn't have mattered, but you don't know. Oh, Cavalcade. Because next turn we can Dodger and use the Cavalcade damage to light up the stage. Whoa, no fair. They're drawing too many cards. A miscreant, eh? You wimpy miscreant. Boink. Boink. Light up the stage. Let's hit a land, please. Excellent. And we have Shock available. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. We could light up the stage again. We'll save that for next turn. Wow. Drawing more cards, eh? That is a lot. I was going to say they better have a land. Spectral Sailor. I think I just swing out anyway. I don't think I need to shock their Spectral Sailor. I maybe could have done it because I just want to use it from the light up the stage, but I don't know. I don't think they're going to block, that's why I didn't shock it. I think they should have blocked. Because honestly, if they use their whole turn to draw a card, I'll be very happy. Alright, we're going to Spectacle. That brings us another mountain. And should I shock their face? Or their sailor? Next turn I'm going to Dodger and Scorcher. Sorry, I was thinking. Wow, they are drawing lots of cards. See, until the end of your next turn, so I had to play that shock that turn, otherwise I lost it. That's why I was so keen to burn it. Wow. Ooh, swinging out, that was a huge mistake. We are going to swing with 5 creatures. We're going to kill them this turn. They screwed up. Oh, they didn't have a mountain this whole time. That's That's what's hurting them. But still, they should have realized that in this situation they should have blocked to stall. Especially when they've got this many cards in hands. They don't need to keep like 1/1s around. They just need to stay alive. But see, look, we built a bunch of dudes and we're swinging. It's going to kill them. Boom. Overkill. That was disgusting. We did like 15 points of damage that turn. Yes! We are now gold tier. Rank poop. Gold tier poop. Will we be facing tougher decks? Probably. Let's see. Yeah, so I hate playing against this deck. I don't have a really good standard deck. I made like a really kind of cruddy one with a bunch of my draft leftovers. And I put in a couple cards specifically to beat this deck. Like I put in some like black board sweepers that kill the low CMC cost creatures. Like they would hit all of these. And it was pretty good. Yeah, we'll take this. It's got a haste creature into Cavalcade into light up the stage. Yeah, it's got like everything we want. The only thing we could want is another mountain in. I'm guessing we'll draw one, especially with light up the stage. Light up the stage is like the MVP. It's like just a little too good. Yeah, we might as well plop it down. We could have lit up the stage and spear spewered, but I didn't feel like it. He's got a really cool ability that he can't be blocked except by creatures with Defender. It's a pretty disgusting ability to put on a 1/1 haster. I mean, yeah, pretty gross. Ooh, normally I would not want to shock their creature, but since it's a ramper, we wanna kill that thing. Kill it with fire. If you ever heard this saying, it's a very popular Magic phrase, bolt the birds. Because there's a creature, Birds of Paradise, that taps for mana, and they're saying, when in doubt, kill that bird. We'll play the Spewer. This thing has haste, so we can wait to play it next turn. We might not even want to. Ooh. Playing it tapped, which means they don't have a 3-mana play. They had a 2-mana play. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think this turn I'm gonna not swing in with my guy. So next turn I'm gonna do Scampering Scorcher. So I will play the Spitfire and the Dodger. No attacks this turn. Let's hope. I don't want to see anything with Reach. I don't want to see anything with Lifelink. Well, a Gilded Goose does create food, and it has flying, so that is similar to Reach. That will save their butt next turn from the Monster Spitfire. Like it will save them from dying. Might as well ping for one. Ooh, okay. So this is interesting because they've got the goose. I'm not going to swing all out this turn. Alright, I'm going to use that ability. On this one. Attack, attack. I mean, they pretty much have to block with the goose. Ooh, Assassin's Trophy. Interesting. Yes, I will take a basic land. I could play the Scorcher, but I think I'd rather have Scorcher Surprise. Right, my best draw would probably be another Cavalcade. And I could play Cavalcade, make my Dodgers unblockable, and swing in for a bunch. Make a 1/1. Smart move. So I get 1, 2. Well, I might as well do. I'm gonna rush out. It's just gonna make it easier to kill them next turn if I get some damage this turn. There was a moment's hesitation that I should wait till I kill the goose, but I think I can kill them no problem without the Spitfire getting through. And there, they concede. They saw the writing on the wall. They really needed a way to deal with the Spitfire again. Return up to 3 multicolored cards from your graveyard to your hand. Well, that's like a neat Brawl card, maybe, when they bring Brawl back. Brawl's coming back soon. Baked in a pie. It's pretty cool art. But normally bake birds in a pie, not hands. Ooh, Cavalcade into Chandra and the Spitfire is very spicy. So we need to draw one more land. Yeah, we'll keep this. We'll keep this bad boy all day. What is that? Oh, fetch land. Fabled Passage. They got the egg sleeves. They gotta be pros. I like the way Magic cards look. I think they look cooler than the gold eggs. Maybe they should make like a Magic back that just, it's like slightly bigger and just costs like $400 to get people to. That's what they should do. Make like a $400 cosmetic. They took the Cavalcade. All right. Yeah, that's probably the right thing to take. But they're gonna have a hard time against my initiate army. Wah! Taste is a pain. Guild Globe. I don't give a care about Guild Globe. We're acolyting, baby. We're gonna beat down. Going to beat downtown. Have fun being at 9 life. They surrender. Yeah, that was a pretty good start. See why this deck, I hated playing against it? They discarded my best card, and I still effectively, beat them on turn 3? Disgusting. When the deck goes right, it goes right. Now, sometimes they just play like a 4/4 and and they just stuff you. I mean, you can get beat. You get beat by like the mid range or better aggro matchups, like Knights crushed me, or you can lose to the like a Johnny Pride Mage lifelink deck. Ooh, nice. Yeah, we will keep 7. I'm gonna play that spit because it doesn't have haste, and we want its trigger to get us that light up the stage, because we're trying to light up the stage until light up the stage until we can get the cavalcade going. But we'll light up the stage anyway with a haster. We use our worst haster now in case they're gonna kill it. Had a better haster in hand. Although this haster is nice to have on the board with Spitfire because it lets you get the whole Spitfire thing going. We'll lead with Cavalcade, and we'll do both hasters. Just get in for 4 damage. It might block, and then we only get in for 3. There's a couple good flash green creatures. The 2/2 with reach that grows is, I think, a horrible mistake of a Magic card that they should never have made. Alright, it's turn 4. They really need to play something or just concede it. Unless it's a flash creature, I don't see how they're going to survive here. And even if it is a flash creature, they're going to be so low on life. They're going to go down to, 5 if they don't block. They'd need a sweeper, and even then we'd have Spitfire Cavalcade combo. So it's not looking good for him. I expect to concede here from Cry Hard Addict. Yeah. Wow. Sometimes embracing the terrible decks pays off, I guess. I hope we run into one that just crushes us soon, because I shouldn't be getting away with this. I should be punished for playing a terrible to play against deck. But the good thing about this deck is, like, matches are over really quick. When you lose on turn 3 or 4, so it's not like, it's not heartbreaking. It's kind of a weak hand, but it could be good if the Spitfire survives. It has Cavalcade, which is the key. Once upon a time, Pelt Collector Beasts. We'll just block that Pelt Collector all day. Growth Chamber Guardian. Yuck. I hate when it adapts, you get to pull more Growth Chamber Guardians out of your deck. It's disgusting. Simply, it is disgusting. Yeah, we're going to Spear Spewer Torch Courier this time, because we're going to get Chandra hasting. It'll be cool. You'll see what I'm talking about. They're gonna have to do a lot of work to beat the Chandra. Chandra Spitfire. That'd be sweet if they just didn't have land, and they just kept because they had. Oh, damn. I'm guessing they're gonna adapt Growth Guardian. Bone Crusher. How dare you? How dare you, sir? No blocks, don't care. Long hair, don't care. I did save them quite a bit of damage. Is it worth it to... I don't think it is. I thought about making the Chandra a haster, but when it was only for 4 damage, it was... I think it's better to keep the Torch Courier. Because it represents so much more damage next turn. If they don't have a way to stop the Spitfire, we are in Fat City, which is a good thing. If you didn't know, Fat City is a good thing. Ooh, a fetch land. They're thinking, please don't have removal. Art on this guy is pretty cool. That's fine. This could be a mistake if they have shock in their hand. But I hope they don't. Alright, let me Spear Spewer, please. Yep, this is scary. They could kill the Spitfire here, and then I would be in a world of hurt. And another stupid ass giant. Alright, that was my... I shouldn't have blocked. But we would have gotten pretty low. Alright. Well, just chump. Chump, I guess. Ugh, it feels bad. Good game, they say. Oh, Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste can't be blocked by power 2 or less. Combat damage that would be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. When it deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker that player controls. What a freaking book. I mean, does it really need that many abilities? I like seeing Pelt Collector decks, though. That it's a fun card. So I can't really be mad. This was what I was asking for. I was like, we're going to see a deck that really punishes us. And that's this one here. Boop. Good game. Yes, you saw how the mid-range can beat it, but this red deck can beat a lot of decks, and honestly, if they didn't have that shock, if I didn't block, we stood a chance at winning that one. I'll play one last match, and then I'll call it a day. The Hellion. I don't know if we can beat such a blasphemous player. Yeah, this'll play. We use Light Up the Stage to find our enchantment, hopefully. Keep 7. play the Initiate. Hopefully they play nothing. Ooh, that is a really cool guild gate. I haven't seen that before. Ooh. Can wiggle it around a little. Doesn't work on my plebe cards. Alright. We shall light up the stage. Oh, well. Wait for damage to resolve, I guess. And we'll play a Spear Spewer. Two gates. I hope they don't have gates ablaze. That'll really scrunch my muffin. I won't like it. Draw a card each time you have a gate. Decent card, huh? We lose the shock forever if we don't use it this turn. Would I rather have a Tin Street Dodger down early or a shock go off? I'd rather have a shock go off, I think. Play the mine. Stinks that the mine comes in tapped like that. Plaza of Harmony. Gain 3 life. Gaining 3 life is pretty good in this matchup. Drawing a card every time you play a land is pretty good too. Destroying my whole board is pretty good too. Yeah, Gates deck might be a challenge for us. Alright, we will light up the stage. And we'll play a Spitfire. And hopefully we can draw a Cavalcade soon. We need the Cavalcade. Pray for no more gates ablaze. That was a solid, 3-for-1. Look, they've got a little cat. Oh, gee. Don't cover up the cat, dude. More gates ablaze, eh? Alright, we're just going all out because if they have another gates ablaze, they just win the game. That's fine. We need to either. There's no like hedging our bets anymore. We either have to win with these cards or it's over. So we need a Cavalcade, basically, like this turn. And that would win us the game. Hydroid Crisis, yuck. And it's for 4. Ugh. Guess we swing for 1. Alright, boys. Get in there. Woof. That's rough. Alright, so now we need like a Cavalcade and another Chandra Spitfire. Another Guild Summit. Ugh. Yeah, draw 3. Now they're going to draw 2 cards each turn off the Guild Summit. Yuck! This is actually a pretty cool deck. This might be a fun one to put together. I probably have, like, all the gates, pretty much. That'd be kind of a fun one to try out sometime. Oh, Growth Spiral, come on. They're going to discard due to hand size after this. Yeah. I hate that the pass turn thing doesn't always work. Attack. Please attack. Please attack. Them attacking is one of the few ways we win this. Having another Spitfire and then drawing Cavalcade is one of the other ways we can win this. Now, when they hit their third gates ablaze, then we can concede. But until then, we have a shot. Good game. Alright, so you saw the mono red menace, the Cavalcade Chandra Spitfire deck. You saw how it can win with the combo, win without the combo. That Cavalcade is just such an insane card because it renders their blockers useless. It makes it really hard for opponents to stabilize. Unless you saw, like, there they had a sweeper. So, pretty fun deck to play. It's an okay deck to play. Honestly, you feel like you're doing the same thing over and over and over again and just hoping your opponent doesn't have an answer. So, it's a decent starter deck if you're just trying to grind out some games, but I'll have to try out a more interesting deck in the future. Yeah, so that was it. I've become what I have hated, the evil mono red menace.